This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by Audible. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Ask the Buffalo. I'm your host, John Rentges, the show where you can ask me any burning tech question you've got deep down. Let it out. You'll feel much better. This week, we're going to talk about Google Glass, the Samsung Galaxy S4, HTC One, and how we make profits. This is Ask the Buffalo. Let's go ahead and get started. Ray. He asked, hey John, do you think Google Glass will be big with sales to the average person, or does it look too advanced for its time? That's a really good question. I think one of two things is going to happen with Google Glass. I think it's going to change everything, the way we interact with the world, or it's going to totally fizzle out. I don't know why every time someone mentions Google Glass, I keep thinking back to the Segway. When it's supposed to be something that was going to change the way we transport ourselves, the way we move, and then it kind of fizzled out. I am very excited to get our hands on our Explorer Edition Google Glass. We should be getting them very, very soon. And then I'll tell you what I think about Google Glass. At least from what I've seen and what I've read and what I've watched, it looks very cool. But the big thing for me is how it's going to interact with my daily life. Is it going to be a hindrance, or is it going to add to what I want to do? Wearing those glasses, maybe I don't need what Google Glass can do 90% of the day, but is that 10% that I need it going to be worth having to wear it and sort of looking like I'm out of a bad Schwarzenegger movie, or a good Schwarzenegger movie, depending on what camp you're in. I will say, though, I'm really appreciative of what Google's doing with the new product. They are developing out in the open, which is not something that we've seen really many companies do. They're saying, hey, we've got an idea for a new product. If you want to try it, you can join us. You can just pay that crazy $1,500 fee, and you can see how Google Glass is going to work, and you can help us shape what the product's going to be. Hopefully that helps answer your question. So I get a lot of questions. People ask about money, how Techno Buffalo makes profit. So I figured I would answer one question here. This question comes from Joop van Oosterhout, who asks, Het John, how does Techno Buffalo makes profits? So it's a really simple process for us. Actually, step 1, you make content. Step 3, profits. All right, the next question comes from Twitter, and user Halejo24 asks, at John4Lakers, will you only cover phones and tablets? What about TVs and stereo systems? So there's a lot of areas of consumer electronics we can cover. Sort of stereo systems would certainly be one of them. Covering more laptops, covering more desktops would certainly be others. Unfortunately, we don't have a giant staff, so we try to focus on what the core of the consumer electronics industry is. If there's overwhelming need or desire for us to branch into other areas, let us know, and we'll explore bringing some around that can help bring you the latest in stereo systems. We've done some speaker sets. I know Roy Choi reviewed the new Sonos soundbar. There's a lot of other cool stuff out there that we'd love to take a look at. If you guys are interested in seeing it, let us know in the comments. Don asks, at John4Lakers, with the Galaxy S4 release looming, should I wait to read reviews before buying my next phone, or just buy the HTC One now? Well, I would guess reviews of the Galaxy S4 will be coming very soon, so if you've waited this long, you might as well wait a few more days or a week, whenever the reviews of the Galaxy S4 come out, so that way you can know which one's going to be right for you. They are both great phones, and I think meant for different users. What I've been telling people, though, if you're the kind of person that likes to swap batteries or needs to have removable storage, then the Galaxy S4 is going to be a wonderful choice. If you prefer sort of a stronger industrial build, perhaps more built-in storage, but you don't have any need to swap batteries or swap in a micro SD card, the HTC One is going to be an awesome choice. Really, it's a matter of going to vacation to Hawaii or the Caribbean. They're both good choices, and you're going to have a great time wherever you go. That dude, Daniel, who asks, at John4Lakers, of all the devices you've used and seen, which ones are your favorites? Well, that's a really tough one. I've had a lot of stuff that I really like at the time. Looking back, though, I'd say my favorite thing that I ever reviewed was the very first iPhone. It's got sort of a soft spot in my heart and sort of got me started. I would say the HTC One and the iPhone 4 probably be 3 of my favorite products I took a look at. Sort of a very close second, I think, would be the Nexus 4, and perhaps the iPad mini, but it would be definitely lower than the Nexus 7. So hopefully that helped answer your questions. So let me step aside from the questions for a minute to thank our friends and sponsors at Audible.com. You know them, you love them. They're the leading provider of downloadable digital audiobook and spoken word entertainment. If you love a good story and don't have time to read it, you just don't like reading but still want to get that good story, if you want to read westerns, adventures, or romance, I'm looking at you. I'm not going to judge you. They have over 100,000 titles to choose from, downloaded to your iPod or MP3 player, and played back really anywhere you are. Go ahead and check them out. Go to audible.com/techno and get a free audiobook of your choice and a 30-day free trial when you sign up today. Again, go to audible.com/techno for your free audiobook. Let me know what you're reading, because I'm looking for something new. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Ask the Buffalo. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to ask a question, made it super easy. Every Tuesday, we'll put up an article on technobuffalo.com and we're asking you to leave your question. Just do so in the comments. Otherwise, send it to us on Twitter any day of the week. either me at John4Lakers or the company at Techno Buffalo. I'm John Rettinger. I'll see you guys in the next video.